Coach, past weekend claimed a win over Northeastern State, improved to 3-0 on the year. Just talk about the biggest thing you've seen from your team these first couple of matches for the season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got, quite a few young girls on the team. So we've got, Elise and Benedetta, who just arrived in the fall, and then Margot and MJ, who just, arrived in the just 4 weeks ago. And, they've all been out there playing and have all been getting wins and, singles and doubles. So, just them, kind of dipping their toe into the water of what college tennis is like. I think they've done a good job so far. I mean, we've had, 3 pretty convincing 6-1 wins in all 3 of our matches so far. So, can't really, complain about that too much. I think we had a little bit of a dip in our energy in the doubles on all 3 courts at some point, on Saturday or on Friday, and fortunately it didn't cost us. We were able to dig ourselves out of it and get all 3 of those doubles matches, so that was nice. And then the singles, I mean, their Northeastern State was really strong at 1 and 2. And Eva played 1 singles for us, and that was a huge win. That was a D1 transfer, who she beat in straight sets, and that, girl had some really, huge shots, and so for Eva to fight to get that in straight sets was huge. And then, Benny played 2 singles, and their number 2 was also a D1 transfer. She ended up losing that one in 3 sets, but very, very close. And, so it's a big time learning opportunity for her, playing high in the lineup as a true freshman. So yeah, I mean, I think that, to get out of both of those matches, or all 3 of our matches so far, 6-1, without them being, sometimes it's not a bad thing to have a little bit of stress, a little bit of scoreboard stress, early in the season, just to kind of see what everyone's made out of. But, we've had individual matches where, we had some players who, were down and had to fight out of it, or had a big lead and then maybe got a little bit closer and then were able to slam the door. So yeah, I mean, we're still learning a lot. And I think, to get the result that we had this weekend was good. And then, this is going to be another tough test, coming up in Edmond this weekend.
How are you preparing both mentally and physically for a month-long road trip coming up?
Yep. We're going to be on the road, going north, going east, going, everywhere we got to go to get matches. This weekend, I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate for us to get out on the courts to practice today or not. But we'll be playing both of our matches indoors in Edmond this weekend. We play UCO on Friday. It's now an afternoon. That's a late afternoon. It's now 4 p.m. instead of 2 p.m. We're playing it on only 3 courts indoors. So against a tough team like UCO, that's a recipe for a 6-hour match. So you got to be prepared for that, because we're playing the next morning against Missouri Western. That match has thankfully been moved back from 9 to 10. But still, I mean, if we're not getting to bed until midnight, after a battle with UCO and having to get up and play Missouri Western, I think they're maybe 23, 24, 25 in the country right now. So it's going to be, this weekend is the only thing I've really kind of been able to wrap my head around, so far. And that the whole us changing the times, changing indoors, that just happened, yesterday. So, we're just going to have to be prepared. I mean, UCO, we beat them, I think it was 4-2 when we stopped last year when we played them here at home, and they've got virtually the same team. I think they're number 3 graduated, but they've got a really strong team and a good coach. So that's going to be a battle playing indoors. Hopefully we'll be able to practice indoors up there the night before, but it's just going to be, playing on 3 courts indoors is always an adventure. So we'll just see how that goes. And the goal is to get to 4. We'll probably play clinch to, make the match as short as possible. So hopefully our doubles, can get us off to a good start. So yeah, I mean, we're just going to have to prepare for a tough situation, and no matter what happens Friday night, we're going to have to pick ourselves up to play a top 25 team the next morning, also indoors. So, of course, these are teams that have the opportunity. Maybe they don't practice indoors all the time, but they have the opportunity to. So they're going to definitely have, an advantage on us when it comes to that. But, college tennis, like, you got to play wherever the match is. And, we got... Yeah, then the week after, we got a lot of other things going on, but this is just kind of the only thing we're focused on right now.
Looking at your team's match from Friday going into your road trip, what adjustments do you want to see from the girls?
Definitely not have a dip in energy in doubles like we did the other day. I think we got it sorted out. I think they understand that, for me, energy that's automatic. That's the price of admission. Like, if you're not going to play with incredible energy at all, the whole time, then it doesn't really matter what you're doing tennis wise. So, and they know that, but sometimes they get a little bit distracted by one thing or the other, and we just kind of got to wake them up a little bit. But just got to make sure that that everyone's firing on all cylinders from the beginning, because playing clinch and doubles indoors, that can go very, very fast. I don't know how fast the courts are going to be that we're playing on, but it can go really, really fast if you got someone serving big, returning big, being aggressive at the net. So hopefully it's us that's doing that. But yeah, I mean, singles is going to be, it's like you 1, 2, and 3 will go out there, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 get to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, until someone gets to go on, and then the 4 goes on when the first match comes open, then 5 goes on when the next one comes open, 6 goes on when the next one comes open. So, and if the match goes quickly one way or the other, 5 and 6 may not even get to play. So you just, you can't really, you can prepare them for what the possibilities are, but like once you get the match going, you're just kind of riding the wave of whatever happens. So we're going to have to be very focused and have a lot of energy, and going to have to, try to turn that facility, whatever it is. I don't even know what it looks like, or, if there's going to be room for, spectators to be there, or, what the situation's going to be like. So, whatever the situation is, it's like we're going to have to turn it into our own place, and go out there and, just play with a lot of energy. And, I think that with, the way our team is, our talent, our experience, I mean, any team, outside of the top 10, I think if we win the doubles point on them, we can win 3 out of 6 singles. But you're potentially going to have a January freshman going out there and playing, with the match on the line, or, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something they've never experienced, that's for sure. So, I think the big thing is we're just going to have to, we're going to have to be prepared for whatever comes, and be adaptable to the conditions, be adaptable to our opponents, and, not worry about the things that we can't control, and just go out there and play with a ton of energy and try to get to 4 points.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.